amazing people. Welcome to and with Juliet. I remember I am your morning cheerleader. So if you're watching this channel for the first time, I encourage you to subscribe and join this amazing community where we connect together as business owners, intending business owners, stay-at-home moms, children, man and woman. I encourage you to join this amazing community. On this channel, we talk about profitable business ideas, share business growth strategy, and also share business experiences. Okay, so today I want to be sharing a story, and I want you to watch this video to the end, because what you're going to be hearing, what you are going to be hearing today might be that information that will change your life, that will change your thinking, that will give you that motivation that you need. So today I want to talk about one of the most influential businessmen we have in Nigeria, and not just in Nigeria, in the whole of Africa. And the name of that man is Dangote, Aliko Dangote. Yes, so today we are going to be talking about this hardworking man. Now, Aliko Dangote was born in 1957. Okay, so let's check it. For someone that was born in 1957, he should be around 60 something plus, right? 60 something now. So you can see he's one of the richest men in Nigeria, and also among the richest men in Africa. Now, Aliko Dangote was born in a state called Kano State in Nigeria, and Kano State is in the northern part of Nigeria. I don't know how many of us have visited Kano State. If you have visited Kano State, let us know in the comment section and tell us what you think is like. Do you like the state? Is it a place you want to be? Because like what I know so far about Kano State is that Kano State is a state, when we are talking about business, like the center of business in North, it is Kano State. Yes, it is Kano State. Kano State is the center of business. And someone was saying something that he said, if you are a copper that is posted in the northern part of the Nigeria, and you are coming and you say you are still looking for a job, it means that you're not serious. Okay, so what he was trying to say was that you don't have to wait, to start carrying your certificate around to start looking for work. So he was saying that you can go to farmers, you can meet farmers. There are farmers that don't know how to sell their products. They don't have buyers after harvest. They are not connected. They don't have any buyers, to come and buy this their harvest from them. So you that knows about that is into tech and all of that, you can use your phone, connect to these farmers, snap their products and begin to advertise to people over there in the south and in the southeast, and you can start from there with zero capital. You understand? You can you can do that with zero capital. So all you have to do is just take picture of the product and start telling people about it. So this is what you can do. And someone was so I was reading a story where a copper in Gombe State, how he became a really rich, how he became a millionaire from onion business. So this was the same pattern he used. It was the same pattern he used. So connected with onion farmers, started became a middleman and started selling over there in the west for them. And today, so he was sharing his story, and it was really an inspiring story, which shows that even without you having a lot of huge capital, if you are determined, if you are smart enough, you can make it. You can make it over time. So as I was saying, so Dangote was born in Kano State in Nigeria, and I was saying that Kano State is one of the states that is like the center of business. So, and there's a lot of opportunities when it comes to you doing business over there. So especially for those that are coming to serve there, you are encouraged to take advantage of that. Expected to grab that opportunity and check out, unless maybe you have other plans or any other thing waiting for you. So Dangote was born in 1957 in Kano State, Nigeria. Now Dangote comes from a family of entrepreneurs. Like his family, their family of their business people. Like that's what they do. They are more of business people. They do business. They are family of business. So he grew up in that kind of family where everything is entrepreneurship. Everything all of them are business. Do you understand? All of them is business. They are all doing and all of that. So that was kind of the family he came from. So I don't know, maybe because of that, why he wanted to study. Maybe that was why he studied business administration, right? Because he studied a business related subject, a business related course, and he studied in Egypt, in Cairo. Cairo is the capital of Egypt. So that was the university he went to, University of Egypt. So he went to study business there. He studied it, and after he was through with his university there in Egypt, he came back to Nigeria. And when he came back to Nigeria, he got loan from his uncles. I told you he came from a family of entrepreneurs. His uncles, his aunties, all of them, his extended family, they are all entrepreneurs. So when he came back, he collected loan. He got loan from his uncles, and and it was that loan he used to start his business. Now Dangote started with trading rice, flour, rice, sugar, and cement. So he started it from the small office where he was, and they said, and Dangote was someone that was really hardworking, really hardworking, and really determined, and he was really smart. So he started from there. He started trading rice, started trading sugar, started trading cement. That was how he started. Now a particular time came when the government had to ban the importation of cement, and that affected Dangote a lot, because like I said, he started with trading rice, sugar, and cement. So cement was one of the things he started with, and now they are now banning importation of cement. So what should he do now? But being a business-minded individual, he did not just see that as something that will shake him, something that will destroy him, something that will bring him down, but rather he saw that as an opportunity. He saw that as an opportunity. Instead of seeing it as a disappointment, he saw it as an opportunity. And then he told himself that, okay, since I'm into all these other production of rice and sugar, I can use my idea from there and start a cement factory. So that was how he started his cement factory. Today we know about Dangote Cement. It was that predicament that happened that brought the idea of starting his own cement factory that we all know today as Dangote Cement. So he started he saw it as, instead of a disappointment, as an opportunity, and with the idea he has gathered in other aspects of his trading business, he decided to what, start his own cement factory. So that was how he started. And you know, over time he was really growing. He was really growing and growing, being that he was hardworking, he was smart, he was diligent, he was intelligent. So he was really growing. And we all know who Dangote is now, one of the most successful business man, one of the most successful entrepreneur in Africa. And then he, from Nigeria, he began to expand to other countries. So this is the story of Dangote, and I hope this story inspires you today, that you too can start even from that small beginning, and you know, achieve that big dream you want to achieve. Okay, so I believe you found this video helpful, and you know you found this video helpful, please share with others so that they also can get inspired from this story of Dangote. Now, the Dangote not face challenge, he faced challenge. You know, just like I said, you know what happened when they had banned the importation of cement. But when he faced that challenge, he looked for a way to overcome it. Imagine he gave up, there would have been nothing like Dangote cement today, right? But he didn't give up, but rather he decided to go through it. And what happened? He came out bigger. So make sure, I encourage you to share this video to others so that this can also inspire them, and who knows the life you can be touching by sharing this video. And if you don't subscribe to this channel, I encourage you to kindly subscribe to this channel. See you in my next video. Bye.